This is Peggy Anne Salz. This is Business of Apps, and this is an opportunity to catch up with some of the interesting companies and models in the industry. I'm talking about subscription apps, and I have Bahar from Madduck, and that's what you do. It is about subscription. Companies come to you with their apps, and you help them through. It's all about marketing and making them successful.
Exactly.
What actually do you offer?
Well, we all, offer our marketing know-how and financial resources to apps that are in need of that. Because solo developers know how to develop their apps, and they do this very good, but they don't know how to market their apps, and they don't know how to manage their subscription business. So what we do is we go to them, or they come to us, and we form a partnership with those apps, and we take over their entire marketing activities, and we fully fund the marketing activities, and we share the profits that we earn together. That's how our model works, and we work as a publisher.
When app developers are thinking about a subscription model, they're like, oh, this is great, recurring revenues. If I nail this, I'm set. It's not that simple. What would your message be to developers when they're thinking about a subscription app, like what they need to be like mentally prepared for? Because it isn't a walk in the park.
First of all, they need someone else beside themselves to exist in this ecosystem, because it's a very crowded ecosystem and it's very difficult to earn money here. So if they don't have the marketing expertise, I would suggest them to work with someone who knows the domain, because they're good at developing apps. It's not their expertise to be marketers, right? So why spend any time or effort and focus on this while they can get help from other people who are actually experts in this? And I know that it requires a lot of money to run the campaigns and all. If they get help, they can also get these resources, reach these resources from the publishers like ourselves. And also, if they want to do this alone, what they should do is to take their North Star as the pLTV, predicted LTV. We see that in the ecosystem, a lot of app developers look at their cash flow and look at how much they earn at each single month. That's not an indicator of how well they're performing. They have to look at how much they will earn in the long run. So that's very important here, because a single month's income does not determine the success of their app, actually. So they need to switch their perspective and look at it on a longer view to determine their success.
Now I can understand where the marketing comes in, because people struggle with just LTV, and you want predictive LTV. That's modeling, that's intense, that's being a data scientist. And if you're a developer, you're often not that. So you've made a great app. Some of the verticals where this would work, I can imagine fitness would be one. What are some others that you're working with?
I mean, we have very good apps that are working in the poster maker domain. It's not about poster makers, but it's just more template-based apps. It's just an example, though. We're working with mostly utility-based apps. I don't know, some music apps, some, like, we have teleprompters, we have sleep apps, many apps, but that would, we exclude apps that work with a community, because that's an entirely different management on its own. We are experts in marketing apps, but we're not experts in managing communities. That's why we try to focus our efforts into the things that we are capable of doing. So we try to exclude apps that require a community management. But other than that, the rest of the apps are all suitable to work with us, yeah. And they should be subs-based. That's who we're working with.
And the utility apps, that's interesting, because of course these are the apps that can be habit forming. So very, very good for a subscription model. The monetization model itself, gaining traction, is difficult, but hey, you have also nailed an award for monetization, being able to do this. What do you think you're doing differently that got you the award in the first place?
We have automated our processes, and we have a good process structure in place. We can analyze the apps very well, and we can use our in-house tools to shorten the processes and make well-educated and informed decisions in order to come up with the best marketing practices that we can. So that's, I think, is what makes us different than the other publishers in the ecosystem.
So you're helping publishers bring that forward, helping the developers reach that goal that they have of having a successful subscription app. What are you personally the most proud of, or what was maybe the most challenging type of app to bring forward? And maybe you can share a little story, because it's always great if you're about assisting developers. They need help. So when you can offer help, it's almost like, hey, I've done my part. I've given back. What have you done to give back? What's your great story in saying, hey, that's Madduck in action?
Yeah, we do have a poster maker app that we started at the beginning of their journey. And currently, their month-over-month MRR growth rate is around 22%. Which is amazing, and we're very, very proud of that. They started at the beginning of their journey, and we weren't sure, they weren't sure, and then we went all in, and they went all in, and they are very good developers as well. They are fully focused on doing the best, producing the best out of the app that they have, and we are fully focused on delivering our best. And I think we created an amazing team together, and the results are very, very impressive.
I can hear that, and I can also hear that you like what you're doing, Bahar. I've also enjoyed the interview and learning a little bit more about Madduck. I'll be watching you, and thanks so much for sharing.